watching the NCAA Softball Regionals, and it's presented by Capital One. We have a true, decisive win or go home, Game 7 of this regional final at the Bryan College Station Regional. Back at Davis Diamond, where Texas A&M with a thrilling victory.
To that, it's a quick turnaround, it's a quick reset.
Outside corner for a called third strike.
Savannah Woodard knew that as soon as she saw it. Sydney Lessentine, she is filled.
The emotions were all over the place in that first game earlier today. Game of the tournament. I hope we're not speaking too far out of place. That one was excellent. Lessentine waves and misses, and there's two guys. This is Bryn McManus. She's the junior from McMinnville, Oregon. Easy play for KK DeMint. And it's a 1-2-3, top of the first for Sydney Lessentine. That hits Powell, and it got her on the elbow. So it's a leadoff base runner for A&M.
There's a good 10-mile-an-hour speed difference mix.
Coco Woolley bunting. Rachel Crane jumps all over it. So the sacrifice does move the runner over, although Coco Woolley, with that speed, a lot of ways could say she. The score was tied. A&M later swung in front, ultimately won. Off speed, falls in for a strike. And there's two out.
Big strike.
1-2 in on the hands of Barbara. So that's the inning. It's a scoreless first. We go to the second.
Unbelievable.
Game of the tournament earlier today at the first game of this regional final. KK DeMint handles that one, and KK Madry will hit next.
Pops up.
This one somehow stays fair. Madry trying to get around the tag, and according to Ron White, she did. So Madry so 1-out base runner for Liberty. Bouncing ball to Harper. DeMint's going to try to recover. Nope. Two runners on for the Flames in the second. Shows bunt, runners going, and the throw hits Madry. Here goes the runner from first, and Doris safe. So on a bluff bunt, Madry winds up taking off.
Let those runners come around.
Ball four. Base is loaded in the second for Liberty.
Rupter up in the zone, off speed, something to throw off her timing.
Outside corner, it's a called third strike. So Lessentine works the opposite side of the plate. That's second against Lessentine. 3-2, rolled over to the right side. DeMint handles it. It's a scoreless top of the second. Lessentine. Harper bounces it off of McManus's mitt. That's a base hit. The all-conference selection. Drills this one. This could go. Goodbye. Two-run blast for the superstar rookie.
Miles per hour. We talked about how she stays in that back leg so well, even with that elevated pitch. By being able to be in that back leg, that barrel, getting on plane early, she just tees off on this one. Little point, little smile, a bit of whenever they're not ready.
She's just raked at the plate. You saw the numbers a moment ago. 8 out of 12 in this regional round. Rachel Crane sticks with that one. So there is one out. Enright retired. Kramer. Some of the other mid-major teams, St. Francis and Marist, until today. That's a base hit for Vrajel.
Feels like.
We're somehow bending time. This could be a double play to retire the side, and it is. Mathis lines out to Watley, and a nice heads-up play. A&M, the 1 seed, was forced to win a couple of games today in order to reach the Super Regionals. What a brilliant catch. Kelsey Mathis. 3 terrific seasons at San Diego State. 1-1 is ripped. That's past Powell's mitt. It's a base hit for the Conference USA Player of the Year. So Liberty has a runner on top.
At it.
McManus sends it out to right, the opposite way. 2 gone. Alyssa Henall to hit next.
Because whenever you.
In the bottom half of the 8th inning to close out the 14-11 thrilling win. That base runner, by the way, is out. That's going to retire the side. So the mistakes, some of them are bedeviling Liberty here in the early innings, and A&M keeps its season alive. Back to Escobar, nice stop, and Powell is retired. 1 away in the 3rd. Coco Woolley to hit next.
Really good snag there by Escobar, getting that out.
Told us right after our first game win final, she said, we're a gritty team. This is going to be really difficult to beat the speedy Woolley. That is what she does better than most. 1 out base runner here. At an ERA hovering right around 2 before the start of today's action. Perez lines that pitch out to center. That's the 2nd out. So Woolley gets back to first. You know, this is why this A&M offense is so dangerous. One last go around here with A&M. 1-2. Back up the middle. Base hit for Barbara. Woolley's going to go first to third. Madry's throw. Little late. Here goes Woolley, caught in a rundown now. Somehow she evades the tag, but she's way out of the baseline now. So Woolley is out, and that's the inning. So Kaylee Young all over that one. That retires the side. That ran out of the base path was called out, by the way. That was right after this sequence here.
And that clearly not obstruction. So we're just establishing that that whole backside of the base was open. But this is where there's a lot of confusion. You have to, as a runner, move 3 feet away. So once you start running a certain direction, you have
to review. The play has been determined that there was obstruction at third base.
Wow.
The runner cannot be put out between home and third base. We are going to place her back at third base. 2 outs. That is Texas A&M's last challenge. 2nd challenge.
No more. 2-2 to Harper. That one is ripped through the right side. It's a base hit. 1 run is in. Barbara gets the stop sign at third. Amari Harper delivers. It's 3-0.
Amari Harper delivering on a big opportunity. A&M runners in scoring position, and she knew right away this was through the 3-4. Adding some insurance runs early and often, and if you're Liberty, like I said, you have to be frustrated with the call that was made at third. They had a huge missed opportunity. Game 1, bases loaded, out at home. She was.
This win or go home regional final. Foul tip into the mitt, and Liberty does get out of it. 1 more run comes home for A&M after the obstruction. Has failed to advance out of the regional round. 3-2 is low. So it's a leadoff base runner for Liberty in the 4th. Madry, so many. Finished second in the SEC, half a game behind Oklahoma. Won more games against ranked teams than anybody in the country this year. Wave and a miss. Lessentine now with 4 strikeouts.
A huge play, and you're in the game and you get to battle. What better opportunity than this?
Wave and a miss, strike 3. On ESPN, and the countdown crew tips it off. Our coverage starting at 7:30. Jesse flies out to right. Inning is over. A&M leads at 3-zip.
At my career and go, man, I left it all on the field tonight. I have nothing to regret.
Swing and a miss, and Escobar has now struck out consecutive hitters. 1 away to start the 4th. Situation like this where you had to not only face a team, beat them, but then turn around and play, what, 35, 40 minutes later. Into shallow left. Dorr has it. Second out.
It's crashing. You must have the adrenaline hangover. How do you get out of that?
Into right. Roop's got it. 1-2-3 inning for Escobar. First time she's retired to sign it.
We knew Emily Kennedy was going to get the start game 1. But the way that she has been able to command her strike zone, that is it right there. And I feel like in these last...
Drills it deep to left. This chases Eshtay back. Had it all the way.
Such a great read by Eshtay. We were just talking about how A&M, they've making the most of it.
Roop drills this one. This is back towards the scoreboard, and it's out of here. Rachel Roop goes yard again. Her 22nd homer of the season. Liberty is on the board in the 5th.
71 miles per hour. I mean, this one was an absolute blast from Roop. In her wheelhouse, and that's the difference. That's a lower rise ball. That's the one that Lessentine, she throws for a strike.
Hitter Bryn McManus rips it through the left side. That's a base hit. So at Texas A&M, we told you, has scored all. Kennedy, the senior from the Woodlands, Texas, has been the frontline starter. Jams Alyssa Henall, and the inning is over. She replaces Sydney Lessentine, gets the final out in the 5th. For Liberty, it needs another miracle. This is the leadoff hitter, Kennedy Powell. Flies out to Roop, there's 1 away. Elena Escobar, the ace pitcher of the year in Conference USA, is still in the circle. Got their first run with Rachel Roop's 22nd homer of the season. Over to the left side, this is Watley, gotta turn it fast. Woolley, how many times has she done that? 1 out single.
Of games that you think of.
Woolley on the move, throw down to second, and she's safe. There's another stolen base for A&M's leader, Coco Woolley. Gigantic production jump from freshman to sophomore year for the Corona, California native. And she works the walk here. You've got 2 on now for Matt Barbara.
7.
Barbara towers this one. Woolley is ready to tag. Madry's got a great arm. There it goes. Safe. Very close play. Big opportunity for A&M on the other hand. Payoff. There's a swing. Liner out to left. Dorr has got it. Liberty strands a pair of runners. They're back at the plate in the 6th. The ace, the 20-game winner for A&M. In 3 games now against Liberty in the circle, she's been up and down. That's a leadoff walk in the 6th in the Saturday battle. And then earlier today, only pitched into the 2nd inning. She's given up 13 hits, walked 5 hitters. But she strikes out Dorr here.
I'm really excited, as Liberty is, seeing Emily Kennedy. Emily Kennedy had to be out in that bullpen, watching.
Madry takes second after that pitch got away from Coleman momentarily.
This zone very different from game one. Having to expand with the 2-2 here.
Check swing, she went around, strike three. Bounces back from the losses. Swing, drive, Jessie, tie, score! Liberty does it again off of Kennedy.
Just when you think you can take a pitch off, you can't. Savannah Jessie into the night. This ball is at the same location that Emily Kennedy has gotten to 2 back-to-back strikeouts. Low and into the righties. And this ball is gone. Ties this game up 3 apiece.
That is the 5th home run.
Rally, their bats come alive.
That's a 4-pitch walk. And so now Liberty's got another base runner now in the top half of the 6th.
You have a drop up, but you're going to see a little bit slower. You're not going to have that up pitch.
That's hit to left. Base hit for Savannah Woodard. The leadoff hitter for Liberty with her first hit of the evening. A home run in the 5th inning earlier. Takes that pitch. That one's in the dirt. Runners advance.
And I see Trisha for kind of collides, then you're in the way. Have to be very careful here.
Roop drills this. There it goes. Gone! Roop does it again.
Rachel Roop, we know that she loves that inside pitch. This one on the lower end of the zone, the way that she was able to get her barrel underneath that ball and send it into the night. Talk about a comeback, talk about a fight. Liberty now up 6-3 after a 5-run inning.
Started with Kennedy. She was lifted after giving up the homer. Sparks saw 2 hitters. Levitt called 3rd strike.
It is dead, it is tired. It comes down to mentally, who's tougher.
2-2, left side of the infield. Byram got her at first. For games for a Flames offense that has been great. Allie Enright goes yard. 2-run game.
Back and forth and back and forth. Both of these teams, they do not want their season to end here tonight. Allie Enright takes advantage of a pitch left middle.
All day. These two teams have battled. 1-2, back up the middle. That's a base hit. Escobar comes home, swing, bouncer underneath Crane's mitt. Texas A&M, 2 runners on. The go-ahead run. Powell swings, lofts it. Here comes Woodard, dives, and it winds up foul. Winds up falling in foul territory. Woodard nearly got it. Would have been the 2nd out. Fair territory, by the way. We'll do the 1-2 again. Powell drills it. This chases Madry back. She's got it near the track. Runners tag and advance. So now A&M is perhaps. Woolley waits. Chopper, left side, backhanded stop. 1 run comes home. No play for Byram. It's a 1-run game.
This one just deep into that 5-6. That's a great job by Byram to get a hold of that. It almost looks as if third baseman thought he was going to get all the way through. You know, she was covering as if the throw was going to become.
Three-2, blasted out to left. Door is under it. Inning is over. Texas A&M does get 2. It's a 1-run game.
Gotta be loving it.
Called third strike on the outside corner. Henold goes down looking, and Levitt has struck out the lone 2 hitters that she has faced. To turn a 2-run deficit into, at the time, a 3-run advantage. Then A&M got 2 in the bottom half. Mantry rolls that over to Woolley. 2 go. So the only thing Levitt can do. What a day. Slow roller, that's off of Paige Door's bat. 1, 2, 3 go the Flames. Liberty 3 outs away from KOing the 1 seed and going to a super regional. Last chance for the Aggies. Middle of the order is up next.
Moment right here.
High flying into medium center. Mantry has it lined up. Liberty is 2 outs away.
It was in the regional final.
Bouncer back up the middle. Base hit. The tying run is on base. Harper's aboard. And the rookie phenom, KK DeMitt. The payoff. Swing, liner, caught right by Roop. 2 away. A&M down to its last out. Ball 4. And now the tying run moves into scoring position. That's Lovell, the pinch runner. Enright works the walk. It's a
Get the job done.
payoff is on the way. Swing and a miss. Ball game over. Liberty breaks through. It does the unthinkable. It knocks out the #1 overall seed and is moving on to its first ever super regional. Years and years of heartbreak in this round for perhaps the best mid-major program in the nation for years. This season, though, it finally breaks through. And in the final game of this regional final, in the most dramatic late game moments, Kaylin Yoder